You know, I really wasn't sure if I was going to like the faster version of that, but I got to admit, I kind of prefer it. It's grown on me. It's grown on me. So,
dude, it's very newsy.
Anyway, welcome to end of November Cash or Trash on here on Streampunk Entertainment, Streampunk Cinema, Tales from the Film Set. We are breaking down the movies that are going to be released next month, whether they're going to be a bomb at the box office, whether they're going to make bank at the box office, and basically whether they're going to be awesome or they're just going to blow. Davion, however, is in a massive. He's emulating the Flash, wrong DC franchise here. We're talking about Aquaman, but apparently he's in the mood to run here. I forget, was it Kid Flash?
The Flash with he could just run like that. His running was like, like somehow he's like dabbing himself while he runs.
So, anyway, yes. Oh, that worked. Yeah, go to Usain Bolt away with it. So, anyway, that was a fun start.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about some of the movies that are getting released in the month of December, breaking down whether they're going to basically be good at the box office, whether they're going to suck ass at the box office, and generally speaking, what are your thoughts on them? So, guys, we ready to roll?
Absolutely.
Now, you guys wanted to start right off and waste no time with this. You guys wanted to get right into Silent Night.
Yes.
Being released actually December 1st right now. I do not have a budget for this movie, but it is John Woo. So chances are there's probably going to be a lot of dubs in this movie.
No, it's not going to be dubs. No
dubs?
No dubs.
No dubs. Okay.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fun film. It's always nice to have like something actiony around Christmas time, something that's like for the guys. We saw it last year with, ironically named Violent Night with David
I know
Harbour.
it's weird.
That was a sequel. Here, it's kind of like a little bit more. It's a little more John Wick like.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, a guy goes out for revenge against the people that killed his family. Does it around the holiday season, and unfortunately, his vocal cords are injured to the point where he can't really speak. Thus, the silent part. So it's a little gimmicky. But I would say after his work on what you call it, Altered Carbon, and also on the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn one. Joel has. I've given him benefit of the doubt. It's not RoboCop that he did, but it looks like it's going to be a fun time. And considering what's coming along the rest of the month, this is a nice way to at least kick the month into gear.
Okay.
Make Christmassy actionally.
We are, by the way, I just pulled it up. The budget on this is somewhere around a very modest $37 million.
Oh, that's it?
That's it, apparently. Yeah, well, it's John Woo, so he knows what he's going to do. He knows what he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, 25, almost 30 years since he did Face Off.
Oh,
I mean, considering the way the market is right now, I don't know if it's going to necessarily make its budget on its first weekend. But it'll make money over December. The fact of the matter is, this is coming out early enough that it'll be able to make money before the end of the year.
Or probably break out the box.
What? How?
Probably break bank.
I think so. I mean, 37 million. This all you need to really do is make about 75 million on something like this. And I think it's got enough of an intrigue factor to it. I mean, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, violent movies around Christmas are sort of becoming the new thing. I think
anyone that has to deal with Christmas knows the stress, knows the anguish, knows the shopping lines.
But also, I think as Die Hard continues year after year to continually ensconce itself as a Christmas movie, there's a lot of other. Now, by the way, for the record, Die Hard was not the first action Christmas movie. Rambo was. The first Rambo movie, the one basically First Blood, took place at Christmas time. That is the first Christmas action movie ever.
Okay, for the audience, all I'm going to say is
every chance he has to put that up. Every chance you've got, man.
Only for this movie.
How about for Christmas? You tell me how you do that.
Yeah.
It's my laptop, I found out.
Basically, it's his mutant Dazzler powers. So, yeah, basically he's Dazzler right there. He's male Dazzler. He's Masler.
It's my laptop. It's a MacBook. It's the newer edition.
Okay.
So I think it does that. I thought it was through Restream, but I contacted somebody from Mac, and Mac was like, "No, that's our laptop."
I mean, StreamYard, which you're using here, might actually have that ability. I just haven't dug deep enough to find out if it does or not. But
now I gotta look through my laptop, find out if there's a way to do it, just so I can compete.
I'm sure. Listen, I believe in you. I'm sure you can find a way to be able to pull that off and make that work, dude.
Right.
You've got the power.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, no problem. My service to the community.
I'm going to give the good old Seth Rollins a salute to you later. Which I would love to talk about, but we have to say that for Wednesday, folks.
Yes, Wednesday. Check us out.
Even though it did happen on television, gotta save it for Wednesday.
Yeah. You're honestly, I got to tell you, the wrestling content is getting good views for a fledgling channel. I'm very, very impressed with it.
Nice.
You know,
awesome.
I got to say, there's definitely a niche there, and the subs are coming in. So be excited for that, especially with the stuff that's on the horizon on that side of it.
Well, speaking of niche, just one more thing about this movie.
Yes.
Silent Night that's coming out on the 1st. Do you know what else is coming out on the 1st that is pretty much counter programming for this film?
What's that?
Beyonce's movie.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Well, Silent Night will make its money, but
that's what I'm saying. It'll make it during the month, may not make it opening weekend. But if you've got all the Beehive going ahead and watching Beyonce and her concert movie, you know where all the guys are going.
But I don't know. I mean, do you think that honestly that the Beyonce thing is going to do that well? I mean, listen, will it make money? Yes, because just like what you saw with
Taylor Swift.
The Taylor Swift thing, there's a low budget for something like this, I'd imagine, but I don't know.
Probably not as well as Taylor Swift, but that's only because there isn't as much hype.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of hype around Taylor Swift doing it because the strike was going on, because there was no other talk being done about movies that weren't crashing and burning at the box office. And considering it's Taylor, because of all the issues with her concerts and the people who couldn't go to it, this was that remark for that. Yeah. This is more just Beyonce doing it because she can.
Bandwagoning. We said this a few months ago, that eventually other artists are going to start to bandwagon here.
Yeah, so it won't be as successful, but it'll do what it has to do.
28 million, by the way, is the budget on this.
So even less than Silent Night.
Yeah, more than Taylor Swift. That was 20 million, so it would need 56. I think it'll make 125, 150. I think.
Yeah, no, it should be a fine opening weekend for both of them.
Yeah.
But all right, so we basically short version is Silent Night will make money. The Beyonce movie will make money.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Moving on. Wonka.
Well, can another Wonka movie succeed? Who's that guy in the on the right?
Is that Keenan? I'm sorry.
No. It's Keegan
Michael Key, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, just to make an announcement, me and him share the same birthday.
Oh, nice. Okay. No. See, you have to understand. He shares a birthday with you. That's how it is.
Yeah. Now, if we could just share his paycheck with you, that would also be good.
Exactly.
But I mean, okay, I got the budget on this. This is 125 million. So it's high, but not brutal.
Yeah.
I will go out on the limb on this and start this off. I think this movie's going to bomb. I don't think anybody cares. You've got two classic movies ahead, prior to it, between Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp. Both of them did well.
One hit, one miss.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, even the Johnny Depp one did semi-well because it was 34 years after the original.
Right.
This one isn't even 20. And hey, look at that. We have another Wonka movie.
Yes, but there is some sort of like magical whimsy of like with candy and the holidays and everything. It fits the tone of the holiday season well
Okay.
enough. And I do think Timothy Chalamet,
hmm
he's got enough clout that he could go ahead and be like, I'm starring in this movie and people will come out and see it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to say anything about the rest of the cast, and obviously the issue with Hugh Grant being an Oompa Loompa, I'm sure that's going to cause some things.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Whoa, pause. Hugh Grant is a Loompa Loompa.
Yeah, an Oompa Loompa.
Yes. Very suave Oompa Loompa at that.
I can't image that for some strange reason.
Oh, I will have the image for you.
I can't.
And it is nightmare inducing. That's him doing his little before he goes into song and dance, which he does.
Oh my God, what have they done to you?
What have they done to Hugh Grant, or what have they done to the Oompa Loompa?
What they done
Or
to
yes.
you?
Or does he just yes?
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Why
Yeah.
did I not order it?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, obviously, because of the way this Oompa Loompa looks, this is probably going to have a little bit more of the wit and mysticism that you got with the Gene Wilder version. Because obviously, this does not look like the Deep Roy Oompa Loompas that you got in the Johnny Depp version.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going with a very particular tone.
Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it!
Here's the thing that irks me a little bit now. This is now the third Willy Wonka movie, we'll call it. But they have never once done the sequel. There was a second book that has never been adapted to movies. The Great Glass Elevator. And it kind of bothers me a little bit to know that this movie was out there where they actually battled the Vermicious Canids that were mentioned in the first movie. But they've never done a remake, or they've never done an adaptation. And I kind of wish they would. I mean, maybe if this one does well financially, maybe it will, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. At least we're getting a prequel. We're not getting necessarily a rehashing of the first movie.
Which isn't really, it's not even Roald Dahl anyway. I mean, it's a recall.
But going with something a little bit fresher and original than saying, "Oh, let's just do Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Let's get all the kids together." They're not doing that again. They're doing something different. They're trying to show how he pulled himself by his bootstraps and became the entrepreneur that he was. It's basically
they're basically Cruella de Villing this thing.
In a sense, yes.
Yeah.
I don't have a cross. Oh my God! Where's the holy oil? I can't even throw that on the computer.
This is 125 million.
He's Grand Oompa Loompa the same way he's hating Liam Hemsworth, Witcher.
No, Liam Hemsworth is funny, and I love it. I can't see him as the action star. I'm sorry, I can't see him.
He was Expendables too, though. He got a knife in the chest.
Yeah, he was killed off. That's what.
Yeah, he was the plot device to actually get the revenge going against Jean-Claude Van Damme. I hate that scene too. By the way, it kills me. It hurts me my soul to see that.
While I do have hope that it at least gets like generous reviews, I do also think this thing is going to bomb because of the budget and because of how much more is waiting in the wings in the month of December.
Yep.
Not even just the weekend after this movie comes out, but all Christmas weekend. Between the 22nd and Christmas Day itself. It's like people aren't necessarily going to rush out to the theater for this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a certain Gen Z demographic, sure, because of Chalamet. Outside of that, I don't. This should have happened at a different time of year if they wanted to do it.
Not only a different time of year, but I think also with the streaming system that it is, we can just sit there and wait for it to show up on something. And the problem is also with the holiday season being the way it is, a lot of people are more focused on the holiday aspects of it, the stress that you mentioned earlier, present shopping, parties, all this kind of crap, that people may not necessarily go to the theaters to see something like this. They'll just wait until January or February and watch it on Peacock.
I'm going to
Although I
be
wouldn't be surprised if people went to see this movie and like sales of chocolate and candy and stuff like that goes up.
It probably will.
This is worse. Oh God, this is worse than watching someone take a poop in a toilet.
Oh my God, Davion is so disturbed by Hugh Grant Oompa Loompa.
I do have a question though. Is Grandpa Joe going to make an appearance in this, and will he not be in the bed to start the movie?
No, no Grandpa Joe, no Charlie, no Mike TV, none of that. No.
Well, Mike TV, sure, but I mean, Grandpa Joe was the biggest shill. Dude sat on his ass for 20 years, ate tobacco while his kid worked 3 jobs and his grandkid was working a job. And then suddenly it's like, okay, well, I've got a golden ticket. Like, no, your grandkid got the golden ticket. And it's like, nah, you know what? Let's not have my daughter go. You've worked hard enough. I'm going to get out of bed for the first time in 20 years, where I've probably been shitting myself the entire time. And suddenly I'm going to mooch off this kid, almost get him fired, because we drink fizzy lifting drink on my recommendation and not my grandkid. Screw you, Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe can eat my ass.
Change the. Oh my God. I'm going to say this is going to be a bomb just by looking at Hugh Grant as a.
You're like, I don't care about anything else but Hugh Grant in this.
Now, to be fair, outside of Wonka and the Oompa Loompa, they do have at least one other original character coming from the regular movies.
Okay.
That's supposed to be added in. That's supposed to be Slugworth.
Oh, yeah. The actual Slugworth, not the
Patterson Joseph. English actor. I know him from the TV show Timeless, Aeon Flux with Charlize Theron.
I'm not taking God.
Yeah, no.
Oh no! If I had to sit and watch this crap, oh no! To see Hugh Grant face, oh God.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's aside from like Keegan Michael Key, it's probably like mostly a British cast.
It's not the worst thing though.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Day.
Yeah.
Your Slugworth or Slugworth. There you go.
Okay, can we go to the next topic? I'm done. I'm freaking done. Can we go to the next one?
I knew you were going to get pissed when you saw that. I couldn't wait to show you.
Hold on, Jay. Just take off your hat and glasses for a second.
Brian?
No. I'm being serious.
Are you saying he looks like Patterson?
Yeah,
Joseph?
you would come off as a much better Slugworth than he would.
Okay.
Like he looks too friendly.
If
you remember Slugworth was like menacing looking.
Yeah.
Well, the employee guy that they in both versions, the 71 and the 05 version.
Yeah, so if they ever do a sequel, I nominate Davion Boosie for Slugworth.
You. Shush. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. Seriously.
Wow.
Bitch in the ass.
I didn't mean to do that one.
See, you were all upset, and then all of a sudden you bring down your own confetti. So
yeah,
get mad.
All right.
The story of my life.
We ready to move on to the next one?
Yes, please, God.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So this is going to get interesting with Aquaman 2 or Lost Kingdom. This comes in at $205 million. Now, this hurts on 2 different fronts. One, obviously, with the extremely bad publicity centering around Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, we just mentioned, but also at the same time, this is part of a defunct franchise that James Gunn has just basically kicked out there and is just throwing it out there while he continues to rebuild the DC brand. At $205 million, I think this will make a profit, but I don't think it's going to be much. I'm thinking it's going to be like 50 to 100 million at most. So I'm going to say, it will make cash, but it's only going to land at $500,000 box office.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's not good. Like,
No,
I am surprised they are letting it go out in theaters, but I'm guessing it wouldn't have made much sense to make a tax write-off on this one, just based upon budgetary issues.
I will say this. This may be a sleeper just for the fact of the main actor is this film.
Jason Momoa's star power. Yeah.
Yeah, it may be a sleeper just because it's Jason Momoa, and also people want to see the end credits to see what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Provided there is going to be anything, because this is the last remnants of a lost kingdom of itself in the Snyderverse.
Yeah, but
Like,
you don't know what they may do. Remember, Flash alternated the timeline. They had a lot of reshoots.
Oh yeah.
We don't know where they may go in this direction.
at the end of the movie,
Huh?
At the end of Flash, they showed him drinking with Aquaman at the end of the movie, and him just like passing out face first into a puddle.
But again, this is the end of a pre-James Gunn era. So, is there going to be an end credit scene? If so, well, I mean, or is it just a defunct franchise? They're just going to put. I mean, here's the thing: if there's not an end credit scene, and people sit all the way through the credits for Key Grip and Best Boy, the crowds are going to be pissed because they come to expect a credit scene at this point.
I get the feeling they're going to be pissed long before the credits, because this movie has nothing to it. This is basically a filler cash grab type sequel.
Yeah,
so it's not even anything new.
Yeah,
they're not introducing anything noteworthy as far as the Snyderverse is concerned. They're just giving us an excuse for the old cast from the first movie to make an appearance in a second movie. That's why you're getting Orm back. That's why you're still using Black Manta. That's why Nicole Kidman's still splashing about.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing enticing about this. This might as well just be like part 2 of a movie that they started with Aquaman.
Yeah.
To be honest, this movie should just be released to HBO Max or Max, and just not even go to theaters, because it's going to be trash. That's my opinion.
You're going straight out trash.
I'm going, because of how much I know they spent on this movie, I don't think they're going to make it. They would have to make over, what, 400 million?
Yeah, 205 million on this, so.
Yeah, so they would have to make 400 million, and the Flash only made 227 million. So if the Flash can only make that, and there's already enough hate on this movie with the fact that Amber Turd's in it.
Very sparingly.
Doesn't matter. Her name is attached. But I think Jason Momoa's popularity and star power will lead to a lot of people coming in. This is not like seeing Ezra Miller, who had his own problems.
I mean, even then, you had the name Michael Keaton, and you had people, and that's what brought those people was Michael Keaton. Is the name Jason Momoa gonna be enough to make this movie even break even?
I think it'll make a couple of bucks, but I don't think it's going to go above, like, say, 450 or 500.
Yeah,
it's going to pull Little Mermaid numbers.
I don't even think it'll make that, but that's just my opinion.
It's okay.
Like, depending on the end credit, because if there's a spectacular end credit that makes people want to go see it, then yes.
Or that, yeah.
I gotta kind of debunk you on that, because there's a great end credit scene in Captain Marvel 2, and I don't want to go see the movie.
I went to go see Captain Marvel, and Marvel, it was pretty decent. It wasn't bad.
No, that's a great end credit scene. I've already seen the credit.
No, I'm talking about the movie in general.
Well, no, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I was saying is not an end credit scene could just, when we're seeing the numbers of Marvel, is what I'm trying to say. Is that's a great end credit scene, and that should be a reason for people to go. But that's one of the worst Marvel movies that have came out box office wise.
Yeah, that's the thing. People aren't going to go to a movie just because of an end credit scene. If anything, the savvy moviegoer is going to wait until someone pirates that stuff onto YouTube and then watch it on its own.
Yeah.
So if the steak isn't sizzling, I'm not going to go to the place for the side edition.
Fair enough. I could buy that. I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah.
So
what movie did we talk before this? Sorry, I'm late.
it's okay.
Wonka and Silent Night.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Wonka and Silent Night.
Oh, we already talked about Wonka. Well,
Yeah.
Wonka, I want it to be cash. It's probably not going to be. Or wait, what was the budget on that?
125.
I want that to be cash because I am the one that is going to go see that. I am excited for it because
He is going to see it so many times. He's going to personally make sure it gets over 125 million. He's just yeah. I'd like 6 tickets.
This is his Barbie for Christmas time.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd like 6 tickets to Wonka. 10, 1, 4, 7, 10.
I'd like to buy an entire theater for one.
Anybody with a silent T in their name, he goes for it.
Yeah.
What?
Anyone that's got like a silent T in their name, you go for it.
What do you mean? A silent T in their name?
Margot Robbie.
Okay. Okay.
Timothy Chalamet.
Television. It's okay. That was esoteric, but that was clever.
Also, stop targeting me with Taylor Swift, Mr. Scott. I'm calling you out.
I just tagged you on something I found funny that centered around Star Trek.
No, it's a Taylor Swift.
Well, no, it was a Star Trek.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
But they were using Taylor Swift. I'm messing with you. But no, I am excited because I just love the Wonka, and it's not like a reboot. It's a prequel, like where we actually get the backstory of the Oompa Loompas, how we got the factory. I want to see that. It's something we haven't seen.
Yeah, but it was all. Oh God, Jesus Christ! No,
that's great. Hey, that looks way better than the original with Gene Wilder.
Oh come on, that was 1971. You got to basically cut a little slack on there.
Oh God, no.
We had Star Wars in the 70s. I don't want to hear that.
Hey, Star Wars was 6 years later though.
But seeing Hugh Grant as a Oompa, no, oh God, no.
So
it's Hugh Grant.
I'm going to ask you, you three, the question: are any of you guys, besides me, going to go see this movie when it comes out?
No, after seeing Hugh Grant as the only way I'll go see if my god sister bugs me about it. But no.
I guess Ryan, I think, is going to go see this movie, and he will in turn give a review of said movie.
Did Ryan say
this? I will see it because, like I said, this is going to just fit the theme of the season. All the candy, all the sweets, all the goodwill, and it has a very Christmas vibe, even if it's not necessarily a Christmas movie.
But seeing Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa, oh my God!
Now the question is,
I'm focusing on the Oompa Loompa like you are focusing on the Oompa Loompa. I'm focusing on the whimsy.
The question is, this comes out the week before Aquaman. Do you think this movie has any chance of affecting the box office, or you think this movie's going to terribly drop?
Oh, hell no. It's going to drop, sure. But it's probably got like one of the best fighting chances for the end of the year. There are just certain times when you have like these kinds of bright, colorful movies that even when they're not good, they just fit the feeling that some people have during this time of year, that it's like, you know what, this will liven me up. Look at The Greatest Showman. All right?
Yeah.
Lots of people choose The Greatest Showman. But boy, if that movie did not have legs to the following year.
Only if I knew somebody that had to participate in The Greatest Showman,
Yeah, no.
You never met Rich Haas.
An inside track person on something like that.
All right, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys a funny story about Greatest Showman that I don't think I've ever discussed with you before. Rob, I know for a fact you do not know.
Are you saying you've been in Greatest Showman?
Okay, so the day that we had actually, let me close that out there for a second. The day of the big fire scene in Greatest Showman, they shot it overnight. And it was the same sized fire every single take. And I remember looking at it, me and my buddy Rich were looking at it. And, we had our routine. We had our specific, choreography. Rich, to his credit, had to run like right next to the fire too. And then the final take, I'm looking at the fire after like 7 or 8 or 9 times of looking at this. And I'm looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't look right. Something seems off here. And it just started out higher. And that's the one that they ended up using because the entire building caught fire. Because what happened was, accidentally or on purpose, I don't know what it was for sure, and this ties into something else in a second, the fire from the lower level caught the upper level. and the whole thing just went completely up in flames. And all of us were sitting there feeling the heat of this thing. Rich, who was running past this thing, is actually, in fact, getting burned by the high level of flame on the newest one. The problem that we had, though, is the fact that the building was physically attached to the building where we had holding and all of our stuff. So the buildings themselves were physically attached to one another, and we were not, in fact, allowed to go back to get our stuff because of fire code and regulation that we had to wait for the fire inspector to come out and make sure it was actually legally safe, and then we can go back and find out if all of our stuff was, in fact, safe.
Damn you, OSHA.
Yeah.
Now,
three fire trucks went out to Steiner Studios at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. My wife was working overnight at the time. And I'm like, so the building is on fire right now. She's like, no, I think it's a little fire. She's like, I sent her the picture, of what this fire actually looked like. And she looked at it for a second. She's like, so your stuff is in the building next to it? And I was like, yeah. Do I have to drive out to Brooklyn to come get you?
I don't know. I think you may have told me, but it's been a long time. Was the stuff safe?
It was safe. Everything was fine. All of our stuff was fine. Rich ended up being compensated financially for some of the injuries that were taken on that last take. But it was wild to see, because also there was the one scene in that scene in the movie, you remember, where Hugh Jackman comes in and he carries out Zac Efron.
Yeah.
To his credit, he did a couple of those stunts on his own with the fire and all. Mm-hmm.
That's a real man.
But I looked at that fire and I'm like, oh, dude. And apparently this fire could be seen in Manhattan.
Yeah. This was one of my favorite things that Scott told me. So yeah, I definitely remember this story.
I did tell you the story about it. Okay.
Yeah, you for sure told me about the fire, because that's one of the behind the scenes. I'm like, yeah, behind the scenes of I know that.
Yeah, 7 years ago in January is when we started that.
That's crazy.
Wow.
My God,
So, by the way, I just want to show off my shirt.
Yes. Your what is that? Oh, your comic strip shirt.
Oh, okay.
It's a comic strip, but it's of Timmy Turner and the line of the Crimson Chin.
Can I?
Wow.
I'm trying to like. There we go. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I was about to say, it's like, I ain't wearing the shirt.
No, but you do have a crimson chin.
So this shirt would normally be $70. This shirt would normally be $70, but there's the site that they sell like these shirts. It was 60% off on their Black Friday sale, and it already came in the mail. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
I grabbed hammer. What a savings.
RSLV or whatever brand that is. I can't remember what it actually is, but it's like RSTLV. One of the letters. It's all
RSTLNE, like they always give you in Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, they have a whole entire lineup, and yeah, so I was very excited.
Nice.
I get mine at QRS and TUV. But I don't trust the WXYZ ones. They're just ill-fitting.
X got a triple word score.
No, never mind.
All right. So,
do we have another movie to talk about?
We do.
Yeah. And I know what the next movie's going to be.
Do you now?
Is it something that got to do with Elvis?
Nope.
Oh,
I already know. Color Purple.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Did we already talk about Priscilla?
Well, Priscilla came out in October.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if you guys want to talk about it.
Priscilla's been out.
Yeah. Priscilla actually bombed to the box office itself. And a $20 million budget, it still didn't cover.
And apparently the House of Presley is not too happy with the movie, considering the portrayal of Priscilla and Elvis.
Yes.
Well, then I'm confused. My theater's getting that. That's why.
That's why you said no. Apparently it was a small release, but when I looked it up, no, it was released like October 17th.
Right.
Okay, yeah, my theater's getting it this month, so that's why I was like, "Oh, Priscilla's coming out," because I thought it already came out, but my theater.
You think where you live, that would have come out by you before anyone else.
Yeah, don't forget, we're actually in award season at this moment with all movies coming out, so things are always going to have like segmented releases. They're going to be
speaking of
here around New York, New Jersey before they get out to you, Rob.
Yeah,
in some cases.
True. I mean, I'm actually surprised my town never got Coda.
Hmm.
I watched that last night. It was good. The only complaint I had is they in those kind of movies they don't do subtitles for the sign language.
Okay.
So you have to just kind of guess what they're talking about.
You must have one of those independent theaters that I hear so much about.
Oh, I don't know. Do they have those over there? Greenwich Village types?
To be fair, we have a few here in Jersey. It's just whether or not they're shut down or not is a different story.
Yeah. Now,
AMC is a vile master.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So
Color
what I've been told about this movie is that it's a musical, right? It's a live action of the musical, not a remake of the original.
Correct.
That's what I've been told. That's what somebody was explaining, that this is not a remake, but this is a live action version of the musical version. It's two separate things.
It is on Broadway. So that's all.
And they said, yeah, they said this because I was watching a TikTok because everybody was like, for everyone that's thinking this is a reboot, this is not a reboot. It's based off the actual musical that was on Broadway. This is a live action version.
I didn't even hear that the musical version was on Broadway. I thought this was something Spielberg concocted with his little head.
Now, I got the budget on this, by the way. The budget for this is a very modest $100 million. I will tell you right now, this is going to crush this. That's going to crush it.
Yeah, for sure.
How much?
100 mil.
100 mil.
With this star power?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the number I was able to find right before the show started. It was a little tough to find it. I know, Rob, you tried to find that number and weren't able to.
I tried looking up what the budget is, and you said Priscilla didn't even make, maybe because it didn't go to a lot of theaters, because it was only 25 million.
It was limited, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so we tried checking, I checked 6 different websites. I kept trying to, and it gave me the budget for the original movie, but it wouldn't give me the budget for this movie.
Yeah, 100 mil is what's been valued around. So in this case, that's the number we're going to run with here.
Yeah.
I think personally, this is a Christmas movie. This is one of those movies that's designed for, Oscars. You have star power in this. You have Oscar winners already in this thing. Yeah. You have Halle Bailey, who's on the rise, obviously after Little Mermaid earlier in the year. So you have a blend of both current success and guaranteed future success at the same time, and obviously a very a remake of a very well-known and very established movie from 30 40 years ago. And at $100 million,
Spielberg's bigger hits from the 80s that
made the Oprah Winfrey one.
That he's on board to do this as well after doing West Side Story.
Yes, which means he knows what he's doing with all of this as well.
Yeah,
and at $100 million, if that ends up being the number, this is a guaranteed. This is going to make bank. There's no way this isn't.
Cash, automatic cash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even my mom is bugging me about it. Even my grandma's bugging me about it. Even other people's bugging me about it.
People on the street are just like, "Dave, you're going to see Color Purple?"
And I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah, this is meant to be an award season movie.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I also wonder in this case here if it's going to be feeding a little bit into Black History Month as well. You can kind of tie Christmas into it a little bit. I wonder if there's a tie in that way.
Wait, what do you mean?
Again, if with a musical, it can easily have legs, like we talked about. If this does stretch all the way over, absolutely.
When exactly does this come out?
Christmas
Day.
Then it probably will still be in February then.
Yeah, I think this is one of those movies that it doesn't really have the drop off. This is one of those movies that people will go back to see or will get to. One of those slow burn type movies. Not like an Aquaman, which is basically going to fly out of the gate and then drop. Maybe this is one of those slow burns, not unlike Avatar.
And Five Nights at Freddy's been doing good.
All I need is Taraji P. Henson. I'm good.
What's that?
All I need is Taraji P. Henson.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, in this case, you get the cast list on this is massive.
Yeah, these are Oscar-worthy contenders. It's no way in heck. It's like win or not win, they still win because money-wise, they win.
Mm-hmm.
Win the award, they win. If they don't win the award, guess what? Money talks, they win.
Yeah. But I mean, also at this point, you also have her and Danielle Brooks too. We haven't mentioned those two yet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, okay, David Allen Greer, fine. Louis Gossett Jr., you know, awesome.
Well, not only that, but I mean, just from an American Idol standpoint, with Fantasia belting out in the movie, I'm hoping it gets like the same credit that Jennifer Hudson got with Dreamgirls. You know, just because Fantasia is a fantastic singer, but she is one of those winners that kind of just like dropped off ever since her season.
No, well, what happened was she started.
She had a talk show, didn't she?
No.
Jennifer Hudson? I thought she had a talk show.
Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah.
Did she? I think she did, and it didn't last.
Yeah.
No. Kelly still has her talk show.
Also, huge shout out to Five Nights at Freddy for passing the Flash.
That's
the Five Nights at Freddy was good.
Wait.
Speaking of the color purple, let's talk about FNAF for a second.
Dab.
I know it wasn't Ryan's cup of tea, but I still liked it.
Anyway, about color purple.
I say cash all day, every day.
We'll give it cash. I think it'll get cash.
Yeah, I think so.
I got a big issue right now. I got to bring it up. There's a certain movie coming out on my birthday. And I'm totally offended by this movie. Just the basis of you putting it on my birthday. Scott, put up Magical End.
Couldn't what now?
Negro.
What? I'm going to play I'm going to play this that I didn't quite hear what you said, and I legit actually kind of didn't. So if you want to put a message to me or private chat, what you think you're doing right now?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Phone's right here. Checking the private chat that we've got here.
Never a dull moment with Day.
Really? Really? You going to open your mouth and say never a magic moment with me?
I said never a dull moment.
Dull moment.
I didn't say magic.
How long is it? Dude, my phone's sitting. How long is this freaking movie? Is it like the full title of the Borat movie?
Scott, there's a lag. There's a lag in Jersey. That's why.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
What? He's only in Newark. It's not that far.
Yeah. I
have to remind myself when Davion's birthday is. I know it's blowing the show to a crawl here, but
keep going, guys. Keep going. Something else.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic.
I'll give you a top.
Well, I did want to go ahead and just point out that even though we only talked about those 4 movies, and there is a lot of movie that's going to be coming out in December because of obviously the award season coming through, and it's going to be coming through heavily. Obviously, we talked Silent Night, we talked Renaissance, the Beyonce film. Poor Things with Emma Stone looks like it's going to be a hit.
Right.
That's a remodernization sort of story of Frankenstein with her being the monster in a sense, but it looks quirky. The Boy in the Heron,
Frankenstein,
which is the new Miyazaki film, which is star-studded. Like the people they got for that.
Dude, can I just point out that the idea of Mark Hamill being in a Miyazaki film is just really weird for me?
Mark Hamill?
He's one of the voices. The Joker / Fire Lord Ozai is in a Miyazaki film.
The fact that you have Christian Bale as the Heron is just weird.
It might work. It might
work.
Oh,
Christian Bale
dude, it's Miyazaki and Joe
the other
Hisaishi.
Batman as the Heron. You're getting Pattinson.
You're getting Miyazaki. You're getting Joe Hisaishi is doing the music again. You know, and the movie will be fine, as every Miyazaki film has been for decades. But again, it's just like I said.
But yeah, you're also
the Joker.
Hey, he's got a great voice for anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now,
we also got the Iron Claw coming out, which Davion and I are going to see. We got American Fiction, which looks funny. Anyone But You, which is a nice little date movie coming out. Migration, the new DreamWorks movie. That's going to be something for the kids. The Boys in the Boat, which I think a lot of people have been flooded with advanced screenings for that one. And Ferrari, with once again, we got a lot of good car movies this year.
Yeah, we do.
Wait, what car movie's coming out?
Ferrari.
What's Ferrari?
Are you serious?
No, what's the movie? I haven't heard of it.
It's basically about a car. A person.
No, I mean, is it going to be like how they did the Ford versus Ferrari movie, or
yeah,
or like
Grand? You know how they used Adam Driver in House of Gucci? They're pretty much using him to be Enzo Ferrari.
Okay.
So
when's that come out?
On IMDb, set in the summer of 1957, with Enzo Ferrari's auto empire in crisis, the ex-racer turned entrepreneur pushes himself and his drivers to the edge as they launch into the Mille Miglia, a treacherous 1,000-mile race across Italy. So it's not Ford versus Ferrari, which I think is a much more compelling story, but
nor is a Cannonball Run 4.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is y'all's thoughts on the news that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are gonna do the next Karate Kid movie together?
I'm okay with it. I'm just curious, is it going to be like a half sequel to Cobra Kai?
Or I'm wondering if they're gonna try to write the Jackie Chan. Did I say Jackie Chan right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. But no,
don't get that screen because just his face like this is like.
I'm wondering if they're trying to title up the Scott. Stop it.
Hold on. Keep the picture.
I'm wondering if it's going to be the same character from the actual Karate movie they did with Jackie Chan, or if he's going to be a whole different character.
It has been confirmed he is reprising the role of Mr. Han, which was honestly, he did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
So where are they now? Like, 13, 14, 15 years later?
Is Jaden Smith going to try acting again?
I don't know. I mean, listen, I will say that.
I don't think that would be cool if they brought Jaden Smith back. Sorry, Scott.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You and I are in sync. So, I was going to say Jaden Smith, I don't think needs to be in it. I don't think Jaden Smith wants to be in it. And I don't think basically the audience is going to care if Jaden Smith was in it.
Right.
Jackie Chan, sure.
Yeah.
Jaden, no.
That's why
I'd like to see a Jaden versus Miguel.
No, well, for right now, they're looking for an actor with Japanese descent.
I like that you had to emphasize that. Like,
no, it's serious. That's what they emphasized in that little pre-commercial trailer that they did.
I know, but the fact that you had to say it like that when, obviously between both Cobra Kai and
I'm sorry. Are we supposed to be? I didn't realize we were supposed to be British. I can be British.
You could have a pint.
I can have a point and a wank.
I didn't know I was British.
Oh, blow me.
Day, did you know you're British?
I had no bloody idea.
I don't know, lad. But here's what I want to say.
Mate.
I will sit there and I will defend, the Kung Fu Kid movie. It's not Karate Kid, but the Kung Fu Kid movie. I will defend that thing to the end of the earth because it's actually a really pretty good movie. And again, ironically enough, Taraji Henson's in it. Although I think she was a little weaker in that one versus others.
Correct.
But I think the way that they did, I think both Jaden Smith and also Jackie Chan were phenomenal in it. And Jackie Chan, I think, was so much better than Pat Morita. And I will be honest with that, because this was real world stuff that he was raised on, that he trained on personally.
Mm-hmm.
So his consulting ability, the fight scenes were better because they were the stuff he had personally done.
Correct.
And I think that added so much. And credit to Jaden Smith in that movie. He did a really good job with a lot of the training and the montage to get himself in there. Will Smith was, I think, executive producer of that. And also, I think he's tied to Cobra Kai too, which may be part of the reason why all this is happening.
How dare you, Scott, say that Jackie Chan was better than Pat?
Oh, he was. 100%.
I don't agree.
No, he was.
And also,
I actually can't stand the new Karate Kid movie. I will never watch it again.
No. It has nothing to do with the movie. It was just,
I know. I like the action better in the first three than I do that one.
But
really? Okay.
Wow.
Even Karate Kid 3 with Mike Burns.
Wait.
All right, so back to what I was saying, ladies and gentlemen. So these three people can't say what I'm about to say.
Oh, am I pulling up the thing now?
Yes.
Pulling up the thing.
I mean, we can.
You can't.
Canceled.
Okay. By the way, for the record on this, Day is the only one that's going to be speaking on this one.
Exactly.
So this movie is going to be coming out on his birthday. We ironically mentioned also David Alan Grier, who will be in Color Purple, is also in this movie too, surprisingly enough. Day, the floor is yours. Go for it, sir.
The American Society of Magic Negroes. What a freaking title! Like, I'm just baffled in a way.
Hold on. I'm curious. What is this?
So
is this like satire or?
Let me finish, Ryan. Let me finish.
Yeah, the floor is only his.
So I saw the trailer. I'm super confused. Like, it's really think of Hogwarts, but black people. Think of a sickest.
There was like one black person in the Harry Potter franchise. It was Dean Thomas.
Okay, so the only plot that's given on IMDb, Aaron, which I guess is Justice Smith,
yeah,
is recruited into a secret society of magical black people.
Okay.
Who dedicate their lives to a cause of utmost importance.
Is this going to be like an Undercover Brother sort of thing?
It looks
I
like
thought it was going to be like a satire on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Could be.
My question is, why are we talking about this movie now? It doesn't come out until March.
Because it comes out on Dave's birthday, and I think he's got a reckless bitch about that one.
Well, my birthday is March 4th.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply here.
No.
The floor. Listen, the floor is Day. Only he can speak unless we raise our hand. That's the new rule here.
Exactly. You don't raise your hand, right, Rob? You're bad. But anyway,
wow.
So it's just
I get to talk just because I like the blackening, and I am happy that a sequel is coming.
Ryan got a point on that one.
Stop it.
But it's just that who idea was to make this a title? The American Society of Magic Negroes? Are you serious?
Also got Nicole Byer in it. Yeah, David Alan Grier, right? I'm guessing this is going to be a satire.
I gotta say, it's like a Undercover Brother meets Harry Potter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to check this film out not because it's on my birthday, but I'm curious. I want to know who came up with this title.
Well, look it up.
Because when you look at IMDb, as you can see here, a lot of the cast doesn't have their names set. Their characters. The only one that really does, I would say of note, is Maureen J. Irvin, who is just known as Jim, which, if I'm guessing correctly, I think they might mean the Jim from the Tom Sawyer Huck Finn stories.
Oh boy. The can of worms now opened.
So if that's the way that they're going with this, it really makes me wonder who David Alan Grier and Nicole Byer are going to be.
Day, anything on this?
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Just the balls. I'm so perfect. Perfect. Just the balls for saying Negro in the title of the film.
Rob, please, no mentions of slavery. Really. Come on.
Oh my God.
We know
That's all the time we got for today.
I'll let you
You know how they're mistreated.
No, Rob. You stay out of this.
Yeah.
Nope,
like I said, the rule is only, we can't speak unless Dave says it's okay.
See, Ryan kind of could get away with it because he actually saw the blackening.
Hey, I mentioned Undercover Brother. Does that count anything here?
You know what? Scott, you can count. Yeah,
Thank you.
Undercover Brother counts. But Rob, you're banned for this.
Rob, you got to apply for your black card. You do.
I have a lot of them. Thank you very much.
Send it in
No.
mail.
On this film that I'm discussing, you're banned.
By the way,
I do what I want.
Day, for the record, I cannot wait for your review of this movie. I hate that it's going to be 5 months from now.
Oh my God. I just can't believe they came out with oh God. What type of trailer was it? Oh my God. It's like a short trailer.
I gotta watch this teaser now. I gotta watch this.
It's a teaser trailer, yeah. And I'm like, really? You're really gonna do this? Are you?
This almost be like something that Keegan Michael Key would have come up with, or actually the Wayans brothers even.
Either or, even on Dave Chappelle.
Okay, Chappelle would work too. Yeah,
but realistically, for this film and for you to create this time, you could have just said black people. I could accept that, but you just went full on and just said Negroes. And I'm like I go to a movie. Watch this. I bet you, if I go to a movie theater, forget these three guys. A white person wound up saying, I'm here to see the Society of a Magic Negro. My hat up, bro. Like it was in Alabama, like that dude did.
Well, I was going to say you could be very popish with like a monocle or something. Gosh, I'm here to see the American Society of Magical. That movie, if you don't mind.
Let's see. What movies am I getting for my birthday? All right.
Oh, Rob, you just stared at it just like Rob can't say no.
Look, Dave, if it makes you feel any better, I'm getting the Garfield movie on my birthday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, all of us fat people are going to feel like very disrespected by Chris Pine.
Hey, Ryan.
I can't say what I would have, but I might have Beetlejuice 2 on my birthday.
Hey, Ryan, is there anything good coming out on my birthday, March 4th, around that time?
March 4th. Hold on. January, February.
Frozen. When is Frozen Empire?
Well, okay. March 1st, you get Dune Part 2.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
And then on March 3rd, you get something called No Family Without Blood. So this should be right up your alley.
What comes out the next weekend?
What is it? Upon the failure of a hostile takeover attempt, an executive at a family-owned company. Oh, say I was Pirate Family. At a family-owned company convinces part of the managerial personnel to go to launch a formidable rival startup organization, a risky attempt to salvage the family business. Sounds boring.
What comes out on March 8th?
And yet it has Philip Michael Thomas in it.
Anything good March 8th?
And Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper, wow.
They gave him a chance.
It's going to be weird, but I'm digging it.
I love Rob's face when I had bad for saying
on the 8th, you get two choices really. Rayman's big movie. So Ubisoft gets his own movie. Or Imaginary with the possessed teddy bear.
Oh, that looks interesting.
I know, again, right up Robert's alley.
I'll choose Planet Comic-Con.
Hey, Rob, for your birthday, I'm going to see Imaginary. Imagination.
Hold on. And words of SpongeBob. You gotta use your imagination. My money.
That wasn't bad.
That
Oh,
wasn't
no.
bad at all.
There is
I
also
had a
one more movie
dollar
for you.
for every brain cell you have. I'd only have $1.
Hey, Patrick.
Greenie.
No, Patrick.
It's the rise of a poor, audacious woman who became one of the greatest entrepreneurs of the 19th century. Through her willpower, courage, and business skill, overcame sexism and violent anti-Italian bigotry in 19th century New York. Oh yeah, you can SpongeBob.
By the way, Day,
Yeah.
I am 100% cutting your comments about that movie and putting it into its own thing.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. If you're cool with it, I 100% will.
I'm cool with it. Because it's like
You and I are gonna have to discuss what we're gonna have the title of the video to be, and I've already got in my head what I want to do with it, but
I'm excited about next week's podcast.
what?
Because starting next week is elf season.
you know, it's
Yes,
funny.
starting next week, it will be officially December.
By the way, I want to just point out, up in this house, they are playing the crap out of like holiday baking championship, like all the contests. They brought in an elf cosplayer, as a thing, and I'm looking at this guy and thinking to myself, Rob would be so much better at this because he was just like this. I mean, he was just like this dumpy, kind of like, hey, how you doing? I'm Buddy the Elf over here, But it's like,
elf, it's fair color.
But I'm looking at it's like Rob would be better at this. Rob's, he's got a fan base as Buddy the Elf. Why didn't you bring him in on this? Fly him out to the Elfers.
Well, question: was that filmed in New Jersey?
I want to say Queens. Usually a lot of the food stuff is filmed there.
No, I'm only asking because of what you sent me. Remember?
I don't remember what I sent you.
About them needing an elf character.
Yes. Yeah, that was something else.
Okay, I was gonna say that'd be funny if that's what that was for.
No, it was something else entirely. But all right.
All right, save the elf talk for next week. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get enough of it then. And
yeah,
the whole month, I'm sure.
Do we have anything else, by the way, guys?
Nope.
As far as movies for the month of December, I don't think so. I think we're pretty much set. After Christmas, it becomes a dead zone until 2024.
Yep.
Fair.
So my name's Robert. That's Brian. That's
we're
Dan.
not
That's
whoa. We're not done.
What?
We're not done yet.
We're not done?
No.
Oh, what else are we talking about? We're at the past the hour mark, so I thought we were done. I thought Scott was wrapping it up.
No, because we definitely have something for Scott to talk about too.
Oh, my bad. Well, hi guys. Happy New Year.
All right, so I'm not going to take a lot of time on this.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, Doctor Who.
Yes. My wife and I watched it. It was enjoyable. Was it prime? Was it their best writing? No, it was not. I mean, when they had things like Heaven Sent, Blink, Pandorica opens. I'm using when it was Doctor. It was enjoyable seeing David Tennant and Catherine Tate again. They were always my favorite tandem when it came to the Doctor and the human companion. The plot twist was able to be seen pretty much from the opening few seconds. The cute little cuddly monster over there in white, all looking all cute and like Gizmo, is really the conqueror of worlds, and and responsible for the death of trillions. It's like, dude, we saw that. I know, dude. I think if you watch the episode, no one would be surprised by it. You saw it a mile away if you know Russell Tate.
Yes, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's the big twist.
No, it's not a big twist. That's why I'm saying it. I will say that certain things that have not been things from 15 years ago from the storyline with Donna have been properly resolved, and they do make sense for the storyline. I'm not going to say what it is or how it was done, but Rich, that I mentioned, my buddy Rich, his big question was like, how did they resolve this? And I'm like, it works. Just trust me, it works. It's clever. I'm cool with it. There was a little bit of bark back about the woke side of it, and there was a little hint of it in a couple of spots there. But overall, it was good to see Russell T at the helm. It was good to see David Tennant, and it's given me hope that the next two Tennant ones and Nguti Gatwa, starting on Christmas, by the way, will be a good run for Russell T. You know, the benefit here is that the BBC, he forced the BBC to give him complete creative control so he can do whatever he wanted with the franchise. And there was more buzz about David Tennant coming back than there was about Jodie Whittaker leaving. It was that big, you know. And when he was announced that he was coming in as the 14th Doctor, people didn't care that Jodie Whittaker was leaving. All they cared about was the fact he was going to come in a year later. That's how big this was. And honestly, I can't say I mind it. And I will say one more thing.
Special, or is this part of the new season?
It was one of 3 specials.
It's 3 David Tennant specials, and then switch over to Nguti Gatwa on Christmas for 15th Doctor. I will say this was a coup and a half for Disney Plus. The episodes went to Disney Plus. That was a brilliant grab. You know, Disney has struggled, and I guarantee they got subscribers back from this. Very smart move. So yeah, 2 more episodes, one this weekend, one more next weekend, and that's going to do it for David Tennant. And then, like I said, we switch over to the 15th Doctor, Christmas Day.
Which I'm completely fine with. I mean, I wish they had thought a little bit more for, like, you know, actually doing this whole revamping of a familiar face as the Doctor, as opposed to something else. Because it does feel like they're just kind of going to rush through this.
Kind of are, yeah.
Might as well have just been like Paul McGann in the movie. You know, it's like you get this one shot and boom, you're good. But
yeah, I mean,
again, this is going to be a great way for people to get into Who, not necessarily get back to it, but bringing back David Tennant, who by now has established himself in so many other things outside of Doctor Who. Probably one of the more successful names to come from the franchise outside of Karen Gillan. But I would definitely say this will hopefully make people go ahead and want to find out where they can find more Who, which right now, the remainder of Who is over on Max.
Yes.
So I don't know how that's necessarily going to work out, if they're going to end up buying the rights and everything comes over to Disney or not. Which
all the Eccleston stuff to Whittaker is all over on HBO Max.
Yeah, but it'll be a great way for people to want to go ahead, check out the old David Tennant years, maybe check out Matt Smith and Paul D, Christopher Eccleston, and you know, whether or not people feel some kind of way about Jodie Whittaker, still, it's a great way for people to feel like they're getting the majority of what you can get with Who, considering how long Russell T Davies had the show for, and how many iterations of Who he had it for.
Yeah, and additionally, I want to point out also, Murray Gold was the composer for Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith. He and also Capaldi also. Sorry, four doctors. He was fired off for when Chris Chibnall brought in the new guy. The new guy was okay, but Murray Gold is back now that Russell T is back. So the music has that feel that you're used to with Doctor Who that you kind of missed with that guy.
I hate to say remember berries, but it's got that nostalgia to it.
It did have a little bit of that too. I'm not going to lie. I think that colored me a little bit, or blinded me a little bit. I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
No, but yeah, it's got that like mid-aughts, early 2010s Who to it again, where it's supposed to be cheesy, it's supposed to be corny, and it's supposed to be lighthearted because that's what the Doctor is.
Right.
It felt like Doctor and Donna again, which was always, like I said, my favorite tandem. So it felt right. And credit, by the way, Catherine Tate, she looks fantastic. That woman, I don't think has aged much in 15 years.
Well, whereas David Tennant holding that 5 o'clock shadow on him, it's like you can tell that's an older weather.
There's a couple more wrinkles on that guy, yeah. Scrooge McDuck aged him a little bit.
Wanted to change because maybe it would show more so. I don't know, but he looks a little more rugged.
I can live with it. I mean, listen, he even showed a little older in the 50th special in 2013. You know, when Matt Smith was running it. I mean, you can see a little age on there, but I'll live with it. It's okay.
But now for Robert Day, I know you two aren't the Whovians that Scott and I are.
Right.
But considering we're saying that this is kind of like a not necessarily a fresh young take, but it's a new, younger take on the established character. Is there any interest to go ahead and check out the first special, if not the
I
whole
would have to
series
start from the
coming in
beginning.
December?
So my flat up answer to that is no, because I don't do British shows, so therefore I don't watch Doctor Who.
Wow. My wife will never get, my wife almost watches like only exclusively British shows.
Like,
But you
yo,
know,
those are good British shows, bro.
You're gonna go against the shows on the BBC.
That's why I don't. No offense. That's why I don't like the Harry
Wow,
Potter.
why no British television? Why no British TV?
I can't stand the accent, and it's hard for me to understand what they're saying.
And that's why subtitles exist.
Wait, can I stop you right there? Hey, Rob, have you been watching The Misfits?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh God.
And that's why I didn't. That's why I haven't really watched the Harry Potter movies. They did the three ones that they did because they're British.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah. And what about Zombo?
What is that?
Okay.
Really, you're bringing up Zombo?
Okay, Rob, Monty Python.
No.
Wow.
The IT crowd.
The only thing I know
That's
about
esoterical, though. You know, but I was thinking.
The only thing I know about Mighty Python is the fact that the guy from Harry Potter's in it.
Yeah, the guy from How to Irritate People is in it.
John
Cleese.
Cleese. Yeah.
Not John Kreese. That's a different guy entirely.
Sorry, but John Cleese.
The
only thing I know is about your mother being turned into a hamster or something like that.
Your father still the elderberries.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. So yes, Rob does not watch British shows, and I'm sorry, but so no, I'm not a Whovian. I've met a couple people from Doctor Who for the heck of it, but I'm not a Whovian.
Oh wow.
And I even dressed up as one of the doctors so I could win a giveaway.
Question.
Whoa, hold on.
Okay. I'll defer.
Wait. So you don't watch the show, but you'll take on the guise of a doctor for the heck of it.
Yeah, to win a contest.
Time Lord Valor, sir.
To win a contest, yes, sir.
Stolen Time Lord Valor.
Now, let me ask you a question here. An important question. The Eighth Doctor, Paul McGann, went up against the Master, played by Eric Roberts, a U.S. actor. Will you watch those scenes because it's an American actor?
Probably not. Because I'll be confused in the story.
That's it. Okay, fair.
Okay. But yeah. I gotta hide because I think Ryan's about to blow up.
He's gonna actually somehow teleport through the screen and hit you.
I'll have to share the pictures because they were doing.
I will turn my apartment into a TARDIS just to get my ass over there. Don't think I won't.
So I did meet Captain Jack, and I'm not talking about Sparrow.
I know you. Yeah. Captain Jack Harkness. His career is. They're talking about rebooting Torchwood too, by the way, which obviously he'd come back in it.
Yeah, John Barrowman is pretty cool.
Age worth a damn. If you look at his time on Arrow, so I'm for that.
Dude, he was fantastic on Arrow.
Yeah, I loved him in Arrow.
Yeah, John Barrowman. Yeah,
that's actually what. Besides Doctor Who, his other fandom and his lines are always big is because of Arrow.
But it's funny.
And a great song and dance man in his own right, I will say.
Right.
He was in The Producers, the movie.
Yo,
he was the German guy.
Not even that. He did a hiccup on Instagram. It got viral.
He did have a couple of problems there from a penile relation.
A little risque, but that's him letting his freak flag fly.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
And in fact, the fact that they actually used him, even if only slightly, towards the end of Jodie Whittaker's run, I was like, give me some more of that. Come on.
Well, Jack was supposed to bring, basically the ratings were terrible. I mean, here in the States, less than 250,000 people were actually watching Doctor Who by the end of that. So, and in the UK, I think there was well under 1 million.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Torchwood still keeps getting like the shaft as far as like.
Like you said, they may bring back Torchwood, which that was a Russell T show.
I know the last one they crossed over with an American group, and that still has gone nowhere except in the comics. So Yeah, if you want something with that crossover appeal, and you don't want to necessarily make another Doctor Who spinoff like they've done with Sarah Jane Chronicles or whatever that was.
Class failed. The class failed. But Sarah Jane Adventures was fun. I enjoyed that one.
I love that one. That was really good. Sarah Jane,
yeah.
K9 even got his own show. I mean, come on.
You know, but I mean, listen, it's Elizabeth Sladen. I mean, she was fantastic. I didn't care. You know, I'm kind of bummed she died a few years ago, but no, Sarah Jane Adventures was fantastic. I loved it.
Oh, but they gave her a lovely tribute online.
They did. Oh my God, yeah. Dude, the way that they handled the funeral and everything like that, it was spectacular.
Yeah, the funeral for Sarah Jane Smith's character alone, and all the actors coming in and doing like the little during COVID videos. That's like, oh, that was lovely.
They have when longstanding actors on the show pass away, they are really, really good at showing tributes in one way or another. They really respect the legacy of the actors. You know, when the Brigadier actor died, they did that too.
British shows, not so much American. British,
yes. Yeah,
I will. One thing I will say is it's incredible how British actors can sound exactly like American actors, and I'm talking about the actors from The Walking Dead are mostly British. They have an American accent, and it blows my mind.
No, not even that. Like, look at Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Well, Tom Holland, but yeah, like almost the entire main cast of Walking Dead. Like, Andrew Lincoln, Morgan's character. I mean, Norman Reedus.
No, he's
Norman Reedus is American.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen from Good Omens. When he was on Prodigal Son, the only time his British accent ever came out is when he flubbed a line. Otherwise, you'd never know.
And it's got to be insulting considering when we try to do British like we did today, we're all just sounding like Muppets and rejects from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well, see, the weird thing is when I have done that accent in London, they get confused for a second. It's like, where are you really from? Are you like north, south?
Yeah, it's different when I do my Irish accent. My Irish accent I've got down flat, but British.
Go ahead, Letty.
Or I go Beatles.
I could do an Australian accent, and it has nothing to do with European.
Down under, mate.
Down there. All right.
That's the thing, though. Are you talking Australian or are you talking New Zealand? Because obviously, if you attack one or the other,
I know. I got to be more. Get more.
I go to Louis Darby, and if you go like that, have the little perkiness to it. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. By the way, if I had the manpower, I'd contact the Auckland Giants and reconnect and cover Australian baseball. I do it in a heartbeat.
Awesome. You got a permanent mask.
Speaking of Christmas, because that's next week.
Oh my God!
Hey, Day.
Yeah.
You're number one.
Okay, Seth Rollins. Okay, calm down.
That was funny. Wait. Oh yeah. Dig right deep into that. Wait.
Well, you got the tried and true one from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I was just sorry. I don't know how this machinery works.
Yeah. Again,
Ryan, what's wrong? What's wrong, Ryan?
Just bringing a tear to my eye. You're making me cry.
I'm sorry. I just had to flip you off.
Wow.
On that note, I think we're good at this point. So
yeah. Well, I think we've hit the silly.
On that note, my name's Robert. That's Ryan. That's Dan. And that's Scott. And this is Tales from